When you go clinic, yeah.
How did we get here?
One intro. When you go clinic,
yeah.
So basically, when you go clinic, guys. So my experience when I go clinic, yeah. Of course, going clinic, yeah, is a bit nerve wracking because you hopefully haven't got anything. Do you know what I'm saying? So their job is to reassure you, like, come and sit down. How you been? You okay? So now, when my people them are serving me now.
When you say your people, what are you talking about? Blacks?
The blacks.
Oh, the blacks.
Guys, hello, it's me again. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Chilling with Naz again. You know it's episode 5. How was that?
That was amazing.
How was that?
I fucked with that
Off
one.
the dome.
Yeah,
on the dome.
I
Off
fucked
the
with that.
dome.
This time I'm not embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was more like
That was hard.
It's more culture. Do you know why? Because the other one was a bit too 80s for you. Because the other one was actually it was Lionel Richie remix.
You don't think I know who Lionel Richie is?
Sing me a song of Lionel Richie.
Respect me right now.
Sing me a song from him.
I have to Google it and then
Alright,
figure it out.
then.
That's how my mind works. I can't think at the top of my head.
All night long. That guy.
All night. All night. All night long.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
All night. All night. All night. Anyways, how's your week?
All right, let me tell you how my week is, yeah. I'm a bad person for moving to a girl that was crying.
So you moved to a girl that was crying. You were a bad guy for that.
No.
Can we kind of like dissect this? Why
Please,
did you
need
move to her while she was crying?
First of all, she's walking towards me like this, yeah. So she's coming this way and come that way. I'm not just come here. Just bring in here, darling. He ain't shit. Just bring in here, darling. I said to her, what's wrong? She said to me, nothing. I said, Don, you're crying though. So like, what's wrong with you? She said to me, no, I just broke up with my man like a couple of weeks ago, and it's just like it's all like come back now. The emotions come back now. And I said to her, darling, you know what? You know that saying, another man's trash is another man's treasure. So don't worry about that, darling. If you can't value you, I can. So what's your name? So trying to be chill. Oh, my name is Shanice. Long story short, she's a freaky frog, Shanice. Yeah. Because I saw her again.
How did you gather that? How did you get to that conclusion?
Because she's working from home one weekend, one
Okay.
week. I thought, let me come pay you a visit since you're working from home.
Okay.
So I
She
came
said,
to
yeah. Shanice, man.
Shanice, you freaky frog. So,
Go on.
obviously, I went to Shanice's house and spoke. Of course, we've done the deed and that, yeah?
Yeah.
And then, so, yeah, it was a good week, you know. Went from misery to missionary, like less than 4 days. So I can't really complain about my end.
Okay, can I ask you?
So
see
how
when-
am I a bad person now for doing that?
Yeah, you are. So we're gonna get into
It happened.
adolescence later on in the episode, guys.
Stay
We're
tuned.
gonna talk about adolescence, and this is. I'm so glad that you've brought this conversation onto the table.
Am I bad though?
I want to ask you. I want to dissect it,
Cool.
right? So, when she was crying, did you see her as like, okay, this girl is vulnerable,
No.
and I can pounce on her?
No, I'm not a sicko, yeah? Let's get on the straight. I'm not a sicko. She literally was walking in my direction, yeah? So like, I thought like, I have to acknowledge her because like, she she cried and she looked me in the eye. So I would have been a bad person to look away now. That would have been like, so you know what, just bring it in here. Just
Okay,
come.
let's say she wasn't crying. Would you still move to her? Or do you feel like her crying and being in a vulnerable state made it easier for you to kind of get in there?
No, I just felt like I happened to move to by accident. I got to know the baby doing that. She was crying. I cheered her up. I made her laugh. And she stopped crying.
Okay, so you was doing it more from
Sincere point of view.
a sincere point of view.
Yeah.
You saw somebody crying and you thought, oh, do you know what? Let me make her day up.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I can see that. I can see that.
So I was gonna like make her day, make her smile and just walk away. No,
Fair.
I
But
need
then
to, like,
it got to somewhere else.
and hit the back of the net now.
And you was happy about that.
I went around the goalkeeper. The ball's rolling in now. Let me smash it in now. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna like,
Okay.
let it be. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Fair enough. Okay. So it came from like a sincere point, but then you got laid at the end.
yeah, so I think it was a reward.
Fucking hell. Anyways, ask me about my week.
Talk to me, Naz. I hope you had an amazing week.
I had a horrible week. I think this was the worst week of this year for me. First of all, Severance season finale finished yesterday.
Okay.
No more Severance for at least 3 years. Apparently it might come out in 2029. I might be dead by then.
God forbid. Don't be saying that stuff.
But still, I might be dead.
No, you won't be. you'd be a millionaire.
Anyways.
But why is it 3 years for it to come out again?
Obviously, because of the production, to edit it. Like, it takes a while to make it. It's pretty much a movie. It's not even a TV show at this point.
Season 2?
This is season 3 that's coming up. So this season 2 just finished, yes.
And season 3 is coming out when?
Season 3 is probably in another 3 years. Because season 2, it took, oh my God, it even took 3 years for season 2 to come out. So imagine season 4. Season 3.
Why can it be done for 3 years?
Bro, you go ask the fucking directors. How about that?
Stop being lazy,
Go
guys,
ask
yeah?
me.
Stop being lazy.
Anyways, Severance finished. No more Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling's also finished.
Is that another TV show?
It's an anime.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's also done. And then I got gaslit by Usher.
By who?
Usher.
Who's that?
Don't know who Usher is.
Usher.
Usher.
Usher Raymond.
Usher.
R&B Usher?
Yeah.
How did he gaslight you?
He gaslighted me. He basically goes, you see the song Nice and Slow. 7 o'clock on the dot, I'm in my drop top.
Cruising the streets.
Yeah, he didn't say cruising, apparently.
You what?
Yeah. Apparently he said, who's in the streets?
Sing it back to me with that lyrics now.
7 o'clock on the dot, I'm in my drop top.
Who's in the street? Doesn't make sense.
Thank you. He fucking gaslit me.
No.
Did you not see the video of him on TikTok? I'll show you.
7 o'clock on the dot, I'm in my drop top, who's in the street?
See, he's gaslighting me.
Let's play it right now.
Do you know? No, you don't even have to play it because you know what's so annoying? Have you got Spotify?
Yeah.
Go on fucking Spotify. Look at the lyrics.
The lyrics,
it says
yeah.
cruising. I even went on Google. I looked at the lyrics because I'm thinking this nigga is gaslighting me right now. I'm not gonna let you gaslight me, of all people, Usher. So I went on Google.
Say his name again.
Usher.
One more time.
Usher.
Say umbrella for me. Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Now say Usher.
Usher.
Say unicorn for me.
Unicorn.
Say Usher again.
Usher.
Are you fresh? Are you okay?
I think I am. I can't lie. I might be.
What do you mean Usher?
Listen, I'm not originally from London.
Naz,
my accent comes and goes. You
Naz.
know this. Why are you embarrassing me?
Naz, but when you said Usher, yeah.
I've had such a horrible... Hold on. No, I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to fucking have this.
my
I've had
word.
such a horrible week. I've just told you about my horrible week. And then now you're even taking this out.
Yeah, but Usher, but see, it's Usher, guy. When you said Usher, I was talking about anime still. So I said to you, well, R&B, Usher? So this person, Usher, yeah. What else? What other song do you sing as well?
I'm not going to have you ruin my week. It's not
Okay.
happening. It's
All
not
right.
happening. I'm not going to allow this.
So some of you guys can relate to this, some not, yeah. But when you go clinic, yeah.
How did we get here? But
What
go
an
on.
intro, what an intro. When you go clinic,
Yeah.
so basically, when you go clinic, guys, so Max, we're gonna go clinic, yeah. Of course, going clinic, yeah, is a bit nerve-wracking because you hope you haven't got anything. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, so their job is to like reassure you, like, come and sit down. How you been? You okay?
They're supposed to be understanding and non-judgmental,
What you doing
right?
today? Exactly. So now, when my people them are serving me now, yeah, I feel like I don't get that reassurance and that welcoming energy from them.
When you say your people, what are you talking about?
The
Black?
blacks.
Oh, the blacks. Okay.
Yes. So when I go in, so I went there. So twice. It's happened 2 times. I went to one there, and I'm a bit nervous, but I feel like she's gonna reassure me. So I went there. She said to me, "What's your name? Where you from? Where you coming to do now?" So I come for STD.
You got
checkup.
STD.
All right. Left arm,
Yo.
right arm, right arm.
No, listen. Your thing burning.
No, it itching. It itching.
Okay, go on.
So, shut. Right, put gloves on. Left and right arm. You see me, guys, I don't like needles. I hate all that taking blood stuff. So I need to be, it's sharp scratch. It won't take too long. So, like, so we talked, look at me. So, how do you do bang? So I mean, like, distract me when I do it. Shout to me. Y'all ready now? Y'all ready now? I'm like, just go on and kill me now. So just give this arm in it. Shout.
Oh, and then
No, Ben. Let me say other arm. No, Ben. All right, it's the C1. But keep moving. So then she does it now, yeah?
Okay.
Get her blood, yeah? And she must say, right, all done now. Shut. You're done now. You're good. Here, you the cup. urinate in the cup, put it above the toilet sink, and go. And I was like, this woman needs to get reported. Not even to her manager, like to the NHS board of director. Like I was just so upset, man. Like, and I just thought like, you know what, God, yeah, she's lucky I'm a nice person.
Yeah.
Cause the wrong black child or black woman or black whatever black guy that goes there, yeah, I don't like her talking to me. So like I went again, yeah, and I said to them, by any chance, can I get like a white woman to serve me this time? Because I haven't got a good history with blacks. You know what I mean? And then I'm telling this to the receptionist that's black. Shout, what, they don't like us? I'm like, what? This is the sister that I'm talking to. They don't like us? You know, what's wrong with the blacks? I'm like, sometimes I go there, I don't really like, you know, get on with them. Like, they're not very welcoming when I'm there.
Why don't you just order it online? Why don't you can do that now?
I can't self-harm. I can't do that ding and then squeeze. I can't do all that shit.
Okay.
So I'd rather just go like...
Yeah, you said you don't like needles, innit?
Yeah, I don't like needles. So how am I going to now do... I wouldn't have done it if I was there for an hour in the bath like this. When I feel the blade, I flinch. I can't.
Fair.
So I'd rather them just do it with me when I haven't got no control sort of things.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of, so I actually wanted to get into this. So you see with our generation, as being a black person, obviously you have parents. Do you think, like, you see the generation above you, right?
Our parents,
okay. Our grandparents, things like that. I just think the way that they handle certain situations, that generation, I think they just do it because that's all they know. Like, they don't know any better. Let's say that. They don't know any better. They haven't actually got the skills to learn, like, to learn new skills and things like that. Because you got to look at it from their perspective. They came, like, your parents, your grandparents, all they were thinking about is survival. And it's not their fault. Like, people say, like, oh, do you know what? Why can't you do your own research and things like that and kind of educate yourself? But you got to remember, they don't have the same tools that we have right now. And it's so easy for us to look down at them. But I've stopped doing that now. Like, for example, me and my dad, we butt heads all the time because he's so old fashioned. Like, he is like the older generation. You see, final boss in a game, that's him. Do you get it? So I got to a point where I stopped trying to make him understand my point because he will never get it.
Yeah. And
it's so sad. Like, but I've realized that at a very young age, and I thought, do you know what? You're never going to get my side until you're ready to get my side. So you can't keep fighting your parents for validation when they're not ready to give it to you, or they might never ever give it to you. You as a person have to kind of take it in, reflect, and be like, do you know what? This is the person that I have as a parent, and am I going to cry about it for the rest of my life and let it, you know, dictate every single aspect of my life and my decisions and me as a character? Or am I going to just accept them as them, understand where they're coming from, and just be the bigger person?
But also, I feel like if they can learn a certain way or a certain way like of learning, they can also unlearn that as well. They
can unlearn it, but you got to remember, they don't have the tools for it. Yeah. That's what my whole point is.
But also, to say, like, speaking of tools, like, when you're born in this country, when you have so much opportunity to be successful, and then you're not using that, they're jealous of that. Like, our parents, they never had a chance of going to university for free.
It's not jealousy, it's more resentment.
Okay, go into that.
As in, that's the thing. You see, like, when our parents say to us, like, oh, you're not doing anything, they have such high standards for us because they see it in a sense of, if they ever had the opportunities that we had, they would flourish in a whole different way. Do you understand? So they see it as more as resentment. That's what I saw it as. So you see how we're talking about different generations, like the older generations not having the tools to kind of flourish in this society right now, right? And learn how to grow and things like that. How we expect them to. You made me watch Adolescence.
You're welcome.
You made me waste 4 hours of my life personally. So I want to hear your point of view. What did you think of Adolescence? And like, what message did you get from it? And then I can tell you my perspective and why I'm so annoyed that you made me watch it, because I feel like I wasted 4 hours of my life personally. So go on.
First things first, amazing show. Limited series, had me hooked, etc. One thing about that show, if I give them flowers, the filming of it. How they go from one scene to another was clean. They didn't cut like we do. They didn't cut. They were like, the guy enters the prison police station. Yeah, he's getting checked in. Then the CO, then the officer walks past. Lawyer walks past. They pan out to him. How the transition between each scene was amazing. I loved it. Now, what I took from it, yeah, was that a lot of things. Number one, number two, yeah. I loved the different point of views from the parents' point of view on their kids to the police officer's point of view. Ashley Waters, I believe that's the name.
Yeah. His
point of view with his son, because the scene when they were in the school, and they're like the brother had to break it, the son had to break it down to him that Dad, this is what this means. And I realized that these kids are speaking in encryption nowadays. They're speaking in code. A simple heart, simple emoji. To me, I mean,
there was a disconnect.
Yeah, there's a disconnect between the parents and the child, and also how young men don't have a place to channel their emotions, or like there's no safe space for them to be emotionally vulnerable. Whereas a woman can scream, cry, and show their emotions, and that's acceptable. But when a boy now does the same thing, or he has anger management issues, he's got this, he's got that. This young man, not I'm just saying just in general, but this young man didn't have nowhere to put his anger. Whereas because his dad was also short-tempered, because he smashed up his shed, so that also plays a part in how he releases his emotions. So I feel like learned behavior is learned behavior. So when you learn from someone else, you can learn yourself. That's what I learned about it. What do you think?
That's everything that you learned from it.
That's all I can remember.
See, this is my thing. Me personally, I get the message, like, and the craziest thing to me, hearing your perspective now, because we was on the train and he was trying to tell me his perspective, and I
went
said,
on a helicopter today, you know, that's crazy.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. We went on a helicopter. Anyways, while we were on the helicopter today, coming to the studio, he was telling me his perspective, and I thought, wow, that's what you got from it? That's insane. Because for me, the reason why I didn't like it is because I feel like this whole show was pretty much made for men, fathers. That's what it was.
Okay.
It wasn't made for women to understand, because as a woman, me watching it, I already got it. I already got the message that they were trying to get, and I got so many different little aspects of it that I feel like you missed completely, which is crazy to me, because it was made for you. Do you understand?
What did I miss?
Okay, so let me tell you what I got from it. And the craziest thing is, I even wrote notes, because obviously sometimes I'll be forgetting shit. My memory is like a goldfish. So first of all, shout out to the cameraman. He deserves an Oscar. The camera angles were amazing.
The cinematography was crazy.
The cinematography was crazy. And the fact that they did it all in one scene, apparently. They shot 2 scenes, whatever, but they did it all, like all the whole acting. There was no cut, let's go again. It was literally just free flowing.
Also, that young man that acted, he's
never acted before.
Sensational. 12 years old. How old is he?
I don't know how old he is in real life.
I mean, the movie is 12 years old, isn't it?
No, he's 13.
Okay, but that guy's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yo.
Because that scene of him when he's getting interviewed by that woman, yeah.
Amazing. Great acting. We'll get to episode 3 because, wow, goosebumps. That school.
100%. They felt it.
Listen.
They felt it.
You see that school? I need to find out the name, the location, so I can call Ofsted on them.
It's in Doncaster, I believe.
Is it
Doncaster?
Ofsted? Go get them niggas.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck? Like, anyways.
It's worse than Waterloo Road.
So, literally, anyways, what I got from it is the boy had very deep-seated resentment towards women, right? And that's because of everything that he was looking at online. So they mentioned Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
And then that whole community of men feeling inadequate in this life because obviously they don't relate to societal norms, being masculine. They don't relate to having money, having that status as a man. And it kind of, I understand, like, not being the traditional masculine man can kind of, it can kind of affect a man growing up, especially as a little kid. If you don't feel as masculine as other men, it can kind of make you feel a bit soft. That's why in the thing he goes, I'm not gay. That's another thing. That's a whole nother topic. But the fact that he kept on relating, not being as masculine to other men as gay.
Also, even the sports, the football, that he did. Wow.
Listen, the fact that he's not into traditional masculine stuff,
Football and sports.
he felt less than. And then the fact that his dad couldn't even defend him or acknowledge him or just be like, listen,
okay,
son,
yeah.
it's okay, son. If you're not into that, you're into drawing. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
The craziest thing is, like, it went into so much depth because as parents, I feel like there's a lot of unspoken truths. Yeah. Like later down the line on episode 4, when he was like, the dad was like, oh, he's really good at art because he drew him as the birthday card on the birthday card. I don't think he ever told his kid, like, you know what, you're actually really good at drawing.
Yes.
But that's because of how he was brought up and how his dad was brought up. So it's like a generational curse in a sense. Anyways, that's what I got from it. That's how deep that show hit me, yeah? Online radicalization, how men regulate their emotions. Men are not used to speaking about how they feel because obviously speaking about feelings is very like feminine to certain men. That's how they see it.
Not only that, it's more of a thing where like this is how most men feel. Yeah, if they let the guard down to a thing, like let's say their partner,
they feel vulnerable.
Not only that, you might get used against them. Like notes that quick. This is real fast. One of my friends' let his guard down to his mum, but he was getting abused growing up.
Okay.
By I think the father or the uncle or something.
Sexually or just abused?
I think so, sexually. Yeah. In an argument, the mum used it against him. I said, gee, whatever you want to do to Marge, I understand. Do you know what I mean? Because that's like you're finished. And after I said to him, so what do you tell your boy? I said to him, like, gee, you better tell your boy, your friend to move out the house. Because like God knows what he might do to the mum. Yeah. And anything will set him off. Because that's now like, you can't, sorry won't be enough. Sorry won't be enough. Sorry, son, I mean, it hit the moment I say things. No. Sorry won't be enough. I said to him, get your brother and someone else to stay just for his peace of mind. Because imagine after your nearest mother said that to you, you might feel tomorrow, if you make it to the end of the week, you're lucky. He might have been so low in mood. Yeah. So low, like, so I said, bro, do nothing. Get your boy a place to stay, whether it's a hostel, get him out of the house because he can't be in that environment. That's a final nail in the coffin. And this
is why episode 3 was insane to me. Episode 3, the therapist gave him a sandwich, right? Do you remember what he said?
What did he say?
He said, I don't even like pickles. That's why he didn't eat it initially. And then as the therapy session went on, right at the end, when he was like, oh, do you like me? He ate the sandwich, you know. He didn't like pickles, but he only ate it because he was so in need of validation. That's all he wanted, was just somebody to validate him. Yeah. Do you understand? Like, although he had such deep hatred for women, and the reason why he had deep hatred for women, was because of society. Like, society tells you, do you know what, as a man, if you don't get girls, you're less than. You're inadequate.
You're not. Also, just go back to what we said some just now about validation, and like he needed to be. What do you say? He needed to be liked?
He needed to be liked.
Yeah, I feel like as a boy, when you come from a two-parent household, your father saying that he's proud of you. It's harder than your mother. I went to university. I was going to second now, so he's left. I went back for the weekend, came back. And I said to me, "No, I'm proud of you, son." I little choke.
That's why this show is so incredible in a sense, because of the message. Like, the message was incredible. Yeah. Like, it was crazy.
When you break down that, I finally need to watch it again now.
I think you do.
Because you're breaking down now, I'll be more, because I'm more of a surface level, like, absorber of like TV shows and movies, whatever it is. But I feel like now you explain it this way, I feel like I need to watch it again.
You need to watch it again so you can get every single aspect. But anyways, going back to the episode 3, what I got from it was, so at the beginning when she gave him the sandwich, it was more just out of kindness. And also, in a sense, she was kind of manipulating him because she wanted him to open up and feel a bit comfortable towards her, right? It's a psychological trick that psychologists do, Now, later down the line, when he actually ate it, did you not see her face? She was disgusted because of what the way that he talked about women during that episode was disgusting. The fact that he goes, yeah, I did it. Remember how he kind of he basically admitted it, and then he got angry because he admitted it. He got angry. So once she heard him say, oh, I did, but at the end of the day I didn't touch her, other men would have touched her. He's trying to justify his actions. Like, you still killed a young girl because not because she was bullying you, because she rejected you. Because you got to remember, she wasn't bullying him until he saw her, like, she was in a vulnerable state. Her nudes got leaked, she was in a vulnerable state, and then he saw it as like, because I'm less than, this is the best opportunity, this is the only time that I can get a girl because she's at her lowest. Do you know how sickening that is?
Now, going back to that, what I did to that girl, is that different?
That's why I was talking about it, because I needed to figure it out, because I need to get to know you.
It wasn't like that. Going back to what I did,
Maybe.
It was.
That's why I asked you, because I needed to know what kind of man you are.
It definitely wasn't like,
because the way I would have cancelled this podcast.
Me too. I would have cancelled myself too. Like, it wasn't more of like, okay, I have to justify myself now because we went too deep into that.
Do you understand now?
So now, looking at it now, what I did back now, looking at it now, if I see that girl now, I will still approach her because she's in my direction, but now, me now going to do all the chopping, all that stuff, I thought like it wasn't manipulation.
But like, from the conversation that I had with you anyways, that's what I gauged it.
You know it wasn't manipulation.
I know it wasn't.
Guys,
I wasn't. Because you know me anyways, I'm very straightforward. I would have told you, let's cut this out of this episode. We need to talk about this in real life. I need to make you understand.
That's why I always say, when a girl is drunk and she moves to you, don't get excited. She's vulnerable. She doesn't mean what she says. Do you know how many times a woman has moved to me, and like, so one babe moved to me one time in Covent Garden, took a number, and the next day she's like, who's this? I'm like, you know what, babes, it makes sense. Who are you in the first place to me anyway? Do you know what I mean?
But you didn't take advantage. Some men will though. Do you understand? Do you get where it comes from? That's why that little boy is scary. He was scary in episode 3. And the fact that, like, throughout the whole episode, he's like, I didn't do it. And he was using other people's emotions. Like, he knew his dad, like, wouldn't believe it. And he kept on saying to his dad, I didn't do it. And the fact that he kept on saying, I did nothing wrong. He saw nothing wrong. Him doing that.
I didn't do it and I've done nothing wrong are two different things.
They are two different things, but you've got to see it in the sense of, like, he genuinely thought he did nothing wrong, because he saw it as justified, because he saw that little girl less than him. He saw it as like, she deserved it. And this is why I go back to, you see how, like, men in this society, like, for example, this is a great example. You see the comments under our TikTok recently. So so in our last comment, basically, I mean, in our last video, guys, I was talking about dating, and I said how men are very lazy in a sense of they can't even pick the date, place, the location for the woman, and they want the woman to pick. Did you not see the misogynistic comments that I got? As in, like, oh, she's not worth chicken and chips.
Let me tell you what you guys are. You guys are losers. If you go on TikTok and you see someone that rattles you, scroll. If you now press the speech button, now then comment and press send, you are beyond a loser.
What loser?
Because think about it, like, there's been times where I've seen stuff on TikTok that kind of rattled me, for example, Do you know what I've done? I just scrolled.
Exactly.
And I literally forget about it.
Yeah.
You guys that are literally fixated to watch stuff and then now comment,
But do you know
why?
why?
Come on, guys, you guys need to do better.
No, but Hinx, do you know why? It's because you're secure in yourself.
Yeah.
Do you understand? These people that comment underneath the comment section,
Very insecure.
They're very insecure. It's triggered them in a sense. Whatever we say on this podcast has triggered them. It's hit like an insecurity. It's hit a nerve inside. That's why they feel like the need to comment so that they can be in power again. Do you understand?
So guys, like if you don't get girls, if you move to a woman, or let's say you don't get women and stuff, that doesn't make less than a man. Like, maybe like that girl might have been in mood to be spoken to. Maybe you might be what she's not looking for. Learn to accept rejection. Understand that's
how about maybe she's not even what you're looking for?
Facts. That's therefore a factor. But maybe guys, don't dwell on the rejection too tough, because you're not deep in how many women are there in this life. Like, there's probably that girl says no to you. You can get a baddie on a London Underground somewhere. There's so many lengos everywhere that you can't be now too rattled over one babe. Like when a girl rejects me, like one girl said to me, oh Hinx, it's been great fun, but I don't think we're compatible. I said, that's fine, baby, take care. She said to me, what? You're not gonna fight for me? I said, darling, yeah, look around you. Babes, first look at me and look around you, darling. It's okay, I'll be fine. Like, I'm not gonna dwell on that.
Can we speak on that? Because do you know what it is, yeah? You see with a lot of girls, yeah, some girls do that just for a test or just an ego boost.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when a guy says to them, I'm not on it, that's when they become desperate now. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Because they weren't on it in the first place. They just wanted an ego boost because they saw you as either less than or they have like a superiority complex.
Oh, now let's talk about superiority complex, real quick. I had a friend, no names, that
First of all, we gotta say names. You can't be calling out people without no names.
I'm telling this, innit? But
oh, okay, fair enough.
Maybe
Go on, speak your truth. All right, cool. I'm being messy.
But I used to have a friend back in the day, right? We used to go out for drinks and stuff now and then. She's light skin babe, innit? We used to go out for friends. But whenever I'm with her, I thought that I was below her. Not because of like she's light skin, I'm dark skin. Okay. It's because of how she used to act around me, like in a superior way.
Explain. Why did you feel lower than her? Cool. Furthermore, let's do it this way. Tell me her actions and then tell me what her actions made you feel.
Okay, so her actions were like, this is so far back, I can't remember too tough in it, but I know how I felt. Let me tell you how I felt. I felt below her. I felt that like when I'm going out with her, it's a privilege to be with her outside.
What made you feel like it was a privilege to be with her? Because she's light skinned and pretty. No, because like, when I'm walking with her, yeah, like let's just walk slowly together, yeah. But it was like more of like cat and mouse sort of thing, like I'm behind her sort of thing, like I'm following her. Okay. So I'm like, darling, slow down and stuff, innit? But I feel like looking back at it, it's probably like a psychological thing, internal thing with me. But I'm like, no, it's not, because I've had friends, like I know how friends make me feel, but when I'm with her, I don't feel like we're on the same path. Can I see her picture? Let me see how she looks like. Is she that leng? Let me have a look. It can't be her being leng though. Did you fancy her? No. So then, as a friend, if it was her attitude is very like, oh, baby, like, so not some light skin girls here, so I have attitude to them, yeah, and I've basically because you're light skin, you behave like this. What was her ethnicity? What was she? Half and half? Yes. Like what? Black and white. The way you dash the phone, yay, a bit. Is it still touchy subject? Not even, Okay, let me look at her. But you know how some light skin girls act like they're above you, they're bigger than you. That's why I don't really fuck with her. Okay, she cute. Yeah, I can't even hate. I'm not even gonna lie. Naz, she's sexy. Yeah, but Naz, like, imagine you being like. Okay, that's gonna be rude, isn't it? No, say it. I don't take offense to anything. Go on. Imagine you being sexy, yeah, but I mean. I don't mean like that. I'm gonna give you an example. I am fucking sexy. Yeah, what do you mean example? Imagine, I am fucking sexy. Pussy. Hold on, no. Listen. I need to land this. Do you understand? Go on, land it. Go on. Sexy, yeah. Imagine if I wasn't sexy. Oh, now you're switching it out. Now you're switching it out, yeah. Okay, imagine you wasn't sexy, yeah. Mm-hmm. And after now you've got sexy. Yeah? But that's what happened to me though. Okay. So imagine I met you when you wasn't pretty, yeah. Yeah. And now you got pretty now, yeah. And now you're moving like you're better than everyone else. No, but that's the thing. I'm an anomaly. What's that? You don't know what an anomaly is?
An anomaly is something that deviates from what is normal, expected, or standard. It stands out because it doesn't fit a pattern or usual behaviour. Cool.
There you go. So the reason why I'm an anomaly is because you see, back in school, yeah, I was a proper tomboy.
I can't lie to you. When I first met you, I think you still were a tomboy.
I still am in a sense. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm half and half right now.
No, but like you used to walk like one.
Did you say I used to walk like a man then? I used to walk like a gang member.
I'll never forget when you walked into work one time, yeah. You had that camouflage jacket on, yeah.
Yeah.
And the earphone, you had a bag, yeah.
Yeah.
And you came to do like, OT work.
Okay, yeah.
When
I used
you-
to be an OT. Go on.
So when you walked in, yeah, you walked in with a little bop in it. I'm like, look at this young man coming through right now. I looked at you.
You're so
I'm like, right now, you're good. Give a little nod. I'm like, look at this young man.
I'm not gonna lie. So I was thinking about this actually today.
You had a face.
No, it's not even a phase. I think it's just who I am. That's the craziest thing. Like, I'm very feminine. You've seen me when I'm very feminine. Do you understand? Like, you've seen me dressed up. You've seen that I'm a baddie, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. But at the same time, because of my history, the way that I grew up, it cemented me as a person. I have my masculine side and I have my feminine side. And you know what? I'm happy about it. Like, I've got to the point where I've grown up where people kind of looked at me because I'm a girl and because I'm very feminine. I'm into sports. I'm into anime. Do you understand? You called me a nerd today.
I called you emo. That's what I called you.
Because I liked anime. Can you imagine?
That's for episode. God knows what. That's for the future episode.
Anyways, I've had this all my life. Do you understand? So when I was in school, yeah, as a tomboy, I was a proper tomboy.
Skinhead.
No. Fuck off! You fucking pussy off.
You
Anyways.
know Sid, the singer.
Like Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I used to be like a proper tomboy, yeah. And I've embraced it now. I have days, yeah, where I wake up and do you know what's the craziest thing is? The clothes that I wear.
Yes.
For example, last week I was wearing a trackie, right? I was feeling like a mandem in that trackie. I felt cute. I had my makeup, I had my hair done, but my mannerism was different. You saw how I was walking.
I saw you were posing upstairs, remember?
So I was pausing, get me, like, yeah, part of the mandem. If I could put my hands in my trousers and just walk around like it was cash, I would.
Like, basically, like how you raised will like define your character. You say same thing with me. Like, I had a two-parent household. I felt like because my mother was very openly emotional with me, and some of my sisters as well, like emotionally available towards me. And of course, my dad's an African dad, a militant man. All this was emotional when you had to scores basically. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like hey, go, and that's the day done.
No, you have to do it in his accent.
Yeah, it's good. It's good English accent. It's got like a.
Oh, does he?
He's got like a Ugandan accent, but it's in between Ugandan and English
it's
now.
It's mixed. It's merged. Yeah. Okay, go on.
So anyway, so basically, I'm more understanding about females based off how my parents raised me, my mum and sister raised me. Because I love them so much, I know how to treat them. So that can transfer into how I treat the ladies.
I get it. I can't lie. You see, with you, yeah, what I've noticed is you are very in tune with your emotions and your surroundings. Like, for example, today, guys, we're walking and there's an old lady. I don't know, personally, she's trying to cross the road.
She's an idiot. Sorry.
I'm trying to help you out.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to help you out, my nigga.
Sorry.
Shit. So there was this old lady, yeah. She was trying to cross the road in the middle of the road. Bear in mind, there was literally a crossroad. 2 seconds.
2 seconds
down the road. But you stopped. Like, you didn't have to. We were in a rush. We were late for the studio session, yeah. And you stopped to help her. Like, even that makes sense. Like, that tells you what type of person you are. Do you understand? What kind of character? This guy. Do you know what? This is why. This is why I'm not fucking open with you. Because when I tried to, do you know what? Yeah, he tried to get onto me today. He goes to me, "Oh, you're not as open as other women. You're not very emotional, in tune with your emotions." When I am, this is what I get.
And the reason why I have to like receive the compliment like this, yeah, because I'm not used to it. So when I get compliments, I'm like, I can't be like, oh, thank you.
Is it because you're getting compliments from me?
No, just in general. Like when someone compliments me, yeah, I said to them, say that one more time for me, so I can hear it one more time, like, because I want to like take it in again. So because men don't really get complimented a lot. So when I get complimented, I'm like, I really appreciate that. So when people have been praising for this podcast, yeah, I'm like, guys, this means a lot to me. Like, I'm not saying thank you, just say thank you. I'm like, I'm really missing that. this means a lot to me. That's why I love like affirmations. I love to be told that I'm doing something well.
Yeah.
Because that gave me like some sort of validation. Back to
Yeah.
adolescence. Oof.
Anyways, I actually wanted to say this to you today because you said to me that you don't see me as very emotional.
I would say, I feel like you are, but I feel like I don't see her as the typical emotional woman. I just see like, I feel like, that's why we get on so well, because like, I gave an example how my work colleague, for example, was in the kitchen busting convo, right? And starting busting convo. And me and my boy busting convo, and then she came in, I was talking about women, like, just in general, yeah. And she's like, you boys, you men, men. But I'm like, if you came to that room, you wouldn't have done that. You would have been like, you know what? You guys are funny. Because you get, it's like locker room chat. But she saw it as like, you men, like she got offended. But I'm like, we're not talking about women like in a derogatory term.
But that's because I literally grew up with having male friends.
Yeah.
Do you get it? And that's why, going back to adolescence quickly, there wasn't a lot of, even like with Jamie, the little boy, he didn't have any female friends. His dad didn't have any female friends. Yeah. So the only interactions that they ever had was males. Do you understand? So that's why he held male approval to a higher standard. And what I got from that whole series is the only way that we can stop shit like this ever happening is if men in general, come as a collective and they stop this misogynistic act before it even gets too far. Because these little kids are only going to listen to men. They're not going to listen to women. That's why I was so pissed off at this whole fucking show, because you made me watch 2 hours. No, not even 2 hours. It's probably like 4 hours. 4 hours of a show that literally solidified everything that I already knew. And then on top of it, the fucking pacing. How long does it take to get to the fucking point? I understand why they recorded it the way that they recorded it, but bro, get to the fucking point. Anywho's,
back to what you said about having male and females come together. That's why I feel like my mannerism and me being aware of my surroundings come from my female friends, because I will go with my female friends literally every week or like once a month, go on like little one-on-one dates to catch up, and then I practice being a gentleman when I'm with them. That's because I have female friends. So when you wine and dine them, or you go out to like a nice high end, you go uptown, actually just trust me to be a gentleman and seeing how we can like, how I'm supposed to act around a female. So now when you're with someone that you really like and really admire and you fancy, it's like clockwork, baby. Clockwork. And that being said, guys, we're going to go to Beyond Borders right now.
no, hold on. Before we go to Beyond Borders, we didn't finish.
Let's get Beyond Borders for this week. Let's just talk about this. It's more interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't mind that.
No, but I want to add Beyond Borders. I want to talk about...
Okay.
You can't X that completely. We have to talk about Beyond Borders.
All right.
Unless, you don't want to talk about Beyond Borders?
Only for 1 week. Only for 1 week.
Okay.
Only for 1 week. Oh,
Sorry, guys.
guys.
No Beyond Borders.
Next week,
maybe.
come back next week.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting, yeah.
That's why I think, like, you see how we'll talk about men and women having friends later down the line, but I think it's very, very crucial that certain men, not all men, but certain men, like a certain demographic of men, aka Jamie, have female friends, because having a female friends, it teaches you certain things, how to treat a woman, like self-control as well.
Like, I find it weird when guys like they are motive, yeah, and like they get one from one girl, yeah, and then they hold the girl like hostage the whole night. Gee, I want to get some too, bro. Let her go. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
that's not the point. That's not what he's trying to say.
I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say.
He is though, but I get it.
I'm not trying to say that, guys. Yeah, but like, I'm like, gee, like you're moving a bit too hungry. Like, you got your wine, yeah. Nah, let that girl go. Be cool.
But
don't be like a hyena.
But listen, going back, yeah. So having a female friend, yeah, it's taught you how to treat a woman, right? It's taught you self-control.
It's taught me patience.
It's taught you
these
patience.
girls just be tripping sometimes.
And then also,
And
it gives
understanding them as well.
Thank you. It gives you an understanding of how women work, like our dynamic and everything. Do you understand?
But I'm heavy on the patience, guys, because see, women here are very complex. And here's my theory. This word crazy is used in the wrong term. Yeah. So
I'm
like,
so glad you said
so when
this.
people say crazy, yeah, doesn't mean they're crazy as in like they are tapped out their head. Yeah. So women are very like have a high intuition.
We're misunderstood.
Yeah? And then they come across as crazy. So when I'm gonna say this right now, it might be controversial. All women are crazy. So you have to figure out what level of craziness you can handle. So for example, like, women get jealous. That's a natural thing. Women to get jealous. It's not like an insecure thing. Being jealous is actually part of a women. Like in the animal kingdom, I've seen in Planet Earth, the lioness and lion we chilling in safari, yeah, and another lioness walks past trying to move to her king. I'm like, we check to my Simba. Are you mad? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. And they have a little tussle. That's so natural. So jealousy with animals or human beings, yeah, it's a normal trait. So like when a girl gets possessive of you, or not, let's call it possessive.
As a man, you should see that as sexy.
I feel like yeah, that's true as well, yeah. But some girls are not like you need to be secure. I feel like girls, you need to be secure in yourself. That if a man can go to another country or go elsewhere with the boys,
Do you know what?
you can't move mad.
Hold on, you're right.
Because remember what happened last summer? I went to Recess Paris.
Okay.
I met a babe out there, yeah?
Yeah.
I knew that babe I was going to bring her back. She's from London. I met her out there in Paris.
Okay.
I knew that babe wasn't going to be in my babe. I'm going to chat to her and I'm in London.
Oh, wait, hold on. No. Because normally you say that with a babe that you meet in Paris that is from Paris. So she's from London, but you didn't see her as a potential. Why?
Because we went to Recess Land, so everyone from London was there. And I felt like, no, but I said to darling, yeah.
Is it because you met her at Recess Land? Is that what it is? It's the venue that you met her at.
No, it's because I felt like whatever we do here, we're gonna leave it here. We're not gonna bring it back home.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, like so now I knew that this girl was a bit like she lost me like 1 week into us talking because I said to her I'm gonna go carnival the week after.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's going carnival this week after too. But she wasn't happy that I was going carnival. So I was like, so you know,
It's a bit hypocritical.
Yeah. So I think I haven't got time to argue with such stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, I didn't acknowledge her feelings about that.
No,
Because I'm like, I haven't got time to burn
Why don't
energy on that.
Why don't you just call her up on it?
No, because that required me being like, because
Bothered.
that's stupid. Being bothered. I'm not bothered. I said, darling, I just made it last week. Like, if you're happy or sad, I don't really care because this was meant to come back to London. This thing.
Yeah.
We meant to leave it in Paris. Do you know what I'm saying?
Paris.
But anyway, so now she said to me, "I'll have fun today at carnival, and hope if you see me." I said to her, "If you see me catch a wine, yeah, just wait there for me. 'Cause I want to get to you after."
But she can't be mad at that though.
Yeah, 'cause
you're not her man.
That's possessive, and possessive is sexy, but that possessive,
that possessiveness is just delusional.
It's like, darling, this is week 1,
Crazy.
and that just shows that you're not even secure in yourself.
I get it.
I feel like girls are not insecure in themselves. Like, if you're insecure, yeah, like you're not secure in yourself, yeah, you shouldn't be dating.
Do you know what's so crazy? Yeah. Speaking
Nutcases, eh? Nutcases.
Speaking of, so obviously I have my girls and whatnot, yeah. And we're talking. Bear in mind, all my girls, yeah. Whenever their man talks to another female, they get so insecure about it. They're like, oh my God, I'm going to dump him because I saw him like this girl's picture on Instagram and X, Y, and Z.
Perfect.
Personally, you see me, yeah, I'm very realistic. When I'm dating somebody, if you're liking other girls' pictures, I don't care. I'm not your girlfriend, yeah? So do your thing. The way that I see it is like, this is even better. This is more of a test for me because if another girl distracts you, it shows me your character, and that's great that you've shown me that before I get into a relationship with you. Do you understand? So if another girl can distract you while getting to know me, good for her. Let her take you. Do you understand? But if other girls can't distract you and you're very focused on me, that shows me what type of man you are, and it puts your value from here up to here. Do you understand? And then
it's inaccessible, basically.
Yeah, I like a man that's not accessible. Like he keeps it together.
But you see that, yeah, like on the way when I went to get a trim that I came back, someone was chatting to me about I got a free energy drink. Yeah, it's a free drink I got on by the station. They hand out free drinks.
Yeah.
So I said,
wait, what station is this that they're handing out free drinks?
It was because it was Saturday, and it was a dead drink anyway. So I'm not gonna shout the place anyway because the drink was ass.
No, because I want to know. Oh, the drink was ass. Never mind.
Yeah. So
God.
This drink was meaty, but she was asking me if it was nice. I said to no, it was meaty. But during that interaction, I didn't assume that she liked me or she's interested in me. Maybe she did, because you know when I get a trim, all the girls now want to look at me and have a glance of hinksy winksy. But girl, you can't love me without a trim. How dare
oh my
you look
God,
at
you
me?
haven't learned from the last episode. Did you see how I edited the hinksy winksy bit with
Why
the
not?
dipsy whipsy?
Why
Sorry,
do you-
with the Teletubbies.
Yeah.
You haven't learnt?
Dips,
Dipsy.
la la.
Po.
Okay, cool.
You haven't
Anyway,
learned?
the girls call me Hinx. The girl name was Hinxy Winksy. So now when I was on Facebook to my boy, and literally I was telling him, G, that you need to stop moving to girls back. Guys, start moving to girls back a trim. If you want to find if the girl likes you, wolf, and move to that babe. And let's see if you get, because when you get a trim, you'll be walking on, you've got that Denzel bop. You know Denzel on training day? He has that little bop.
Yeah.
You're gonna have that when you're walking, when you come in the barber, when you're feeling yourself. Move to a girl without a trim. Yeah, wolfing, looking homeless. Let's see how the girl interacts with you. Because with me, I haven't done that yet. So you gotta tell me how it goes.
You see, like the last episode, you was like, that doesn't work, whatever.
What?
You see, when I look dead, yeah. When I look dead, that's when I get moved to the most, and it pisses me off.
Do you know what that means?
And that goes back.
Do you know
What?
what that means? If a girl
What?
means you're dead, that means you're lang. I'm sorry.
No, that's not what I get from it.
In your natural state, a man approaches you. He's like, wow, I love this look. Because believe me, darling, men, you girls do the wigs and the makeup for yourselves. Us men, we love you natural.
Listen, and again, this is why, going back to adolescence, I'm trying to explain it to you from a woman's perspective, right? As a woman, if a man moves to me when I look dead, like, bear in mind, guys, I look cute right now. Do you understand? Thank you. Wait. Do it. Take it. Listen, as a woman, when I look dead, yeah. Listen, I'm being very vulnerable with you guys, so please don't take the fucking piss out of me in the comment section. I look so fucking dead. Like, I look homeless.
No, you don't.
Borderline homeless.
Guys, you're stretching it. I'm in a private story.
You've seen me in my private story with my little afro.
Guys, listen. As long as your skin is good, you can't look dead. If you take the makeup and then the skin is wiggity, if your skin is clear without the makeup, you're not a dead thing. I'm not saying that if you
As long as I have a face card, that's what you're saying. So going back to adolescence, yeah, the way that he saw the girl, he pounced on her because of her
vulnerability.
Yeah. When I look dead, yeah, I think that's why men move to me, because they see me.
Homeless.
Because I look homeless, and they see me in a sense of like, oh, do you know what? She's cute.
I'm doing you a favor.
I'm doing her a favor. I think it's more like they feel more comfortable to move to me when I look dead, because they see the potential, but they see it as like I'm in a vulnerable state of like I'm looking dead, and because they look good, it puts them on a higher pedestal.
Pedestal.
1 minute. Thank you. It puts them on a higher pedestal.
But what if, Nazia, they like it because you've got natural beauty?
It's a lie.
Stop
It's a
being
lie.
negative.
It's a lie. Do you know why? No. It's a lie. Do you know why it's a lie? Because look at me right now, yeah. Like,
Sensational.
thank you. I'm wearing an anime
Emo.
shirt. I'm
Yeah.
not a fucking emo. I'm just a nerd. Okay.
You Comic-Con.
I do go Comic-Con.
Loser. Cool.
I'm not gonna
So
lie.
guys,
I was the kid back in school. Yeah, I was doing the Naruto dance. Like, you know the Naruto run.
yeah, set 7, 100%.
That was me.
She's running from set 7 to set 8. Like that.
I was doing the Naruto run. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Running.
The last thing before we go, yeah, is when they move to me, when I look dead, yeah, they're not doing me a favor, because when I look fucking leng, they don't move to me because they feel intimidated. Do you get it? So realistically, you're only doing it because I look dead and you feel like that's the only time that you can move to me.
With that being said, guys, it's been a lovely episode, an informative episode, a fun episode.
This has been great.
I like this talk.
Yeah.
It was more like deep and more vulnerable.
Yeah.
So guys, if you like what we discussed today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take care, guys. We'll see you next week, yeah?